Welcome to the Gen Z Cafe,
Welcome,
everybody. We're doing
gentlemen.
introductions now. We're trying to be fancy.
We're a little fancy.
So if you're listening or if you're watching, welcome to episode number 10 of the Gen Z Cafe. This was an incredible episode.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. One of our favorite episodes. So please tune in. What did we talk about?
We talked about our upcoming trip to Marseille.
We talked about how it's a funny story about how I abuse my tailor.
He literally abuses tailor.
In Saudi Arabia for Eid.
We're also talking about Eid in Saudi Arabia, which we're really excited for.
Which we're really excited about. Ramadan in general. This funny story of me in VR.
And much more.
Watch it. Bodybuilding, movie stars.
Everything you can imagine was spoken about in this episode.
Yeah.
There wasn't a topic left untouched.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you
yeah.
very much. Welcome to the Gen Z Cafe.
Gen Z Cafe.
We are back to the Gen Z Cafe. Adnan, how are you doing, man?
Do you notice anything different?
Oh my God, there's sunlight. Hello, viewer. Sorry, listener.
We do apologize to everybody listening.
Yeah, if you're not listening, you're missing out.
But the sun is out right now.
There's sun rays coming in. We're recording a podcast midday.
This is episode 10.
This is episode 10.
We are halfway through.
There is 10
episodes.
hours of footage on the interwebs of me and you communicating.
Just speaking.
Exchanging sound waves.
Just conversating.
Processing them in our brains. We do zero prep for this, by the way.
But yeah.
It's just the chemistry.
Sun is out. We usually record at night, literally like past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
This is the first time we were sitting. We'll talk about what we were doing in a bit. But we were just like, we're free for the next at least hour. Why don't we just record the podcast now?
It's beautiful.
And that's
The
what
sun
we're
is
doing.
out. I got my Hawaiian shirt on. Summer is upon us.
I'm still in pajamas.
It's like good vibes all around, bro.
It is good
Favorite
vibes.
time of the week. Okay. We were talking about Marseille.
How do you pronounce it?
Marseille.
Marseille.
You have to give it a little bit.
Is there
of
a ra like Marseille?
Sure, we can add a
Because
ra.
they say Paris.
Marseille.
Yeah.
Marseille.
So there's a festival.
There's a
in
festival, a
Marseille.
flam festival.
A flam festival.
It's
An
gonna be
Arab
awesome.
festival.
An Arab
In
festival.
Marseille, sorry, I'm so used to the pronunciation, that we're going to as a group, all of us. But me and Hussain, well, it was Hussain's idea. We're booking together.
Yeah.
And so pre-podcast, we were finishing all the bookings for like the did we do hotel or Airbnb?
We did a hotel.
Hotel and the car rental and everything.
Yeah.
And I've never
excited.
traveled with friends before.
You were saying that. So like
Outside
to me
of
this is an
Saudi Arabia.
honor. Like
I've
it's
gone.
going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
We're going to rent a car. We're going to road trip. It's only 2 hours away, but still driving in the French countryside.
I'm actually so excited, bro. This is insanity.
This summer is going to summer 2024. It's going to be legendary, inshallah.
We're fasting right now. That's actually
We are
insane.
fasting.
We're doing a podcast while fasting.
But we're bringing good vibes.
Yeah.
That's all that
All
matters.
my vibes are always the same.
Oh, really?
Like I don't know if you've noticed. I don't think I change while fasting.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying you have good vibes all day, every day.
No. I just mean like I know people that like their energy is really down with fasting.
Yeah. It happens to me, but you bring out the best of me.
Yeah.
So, But Marseille, second largest city in France. Fun fact.
Is that actually true?
Yeah.
Paris being the biggest?
Paris being the biggest.
Paris being the biggest.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a super old city. It's been
and
around
we
since
have a
like
whole
BC.
day to explore it. So,
2 days, really. I mean, one day we're going to be busy with the festival.
But then yeah.
A full day is a long time.
I know, 24. But so the first day we land, we're gonna do the festival, and then we're gonna probably not do too much after the festival because we're doing the 8 p.m. screening, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna come back
Go
and
out.
sleep. Yeah, maybe go out for like dinner afterwards, and then literally we're staying the 16th. The full day we have nothing,
And we have a car.
and we have a car.
Yeah.
Insanity, bro! The full day, and then the next day we leave.
traveling is like, okay, so there's 3 favorite things in my life ever to do on planet Earth.
I
ever.
want to see if we have.
One is acting. That's like the most fun. Can't relate, even though I'm an actor.
I love acting. It's
Yeah.
just I wouldn't call it a top
Bro,
three
it's
thing.
and this is obviously like aside from religion, it's just fun.
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
pure
We're
fun.
talking pure fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, religion.
Okay, and family and whatever. So that aside, acting. 2 is martial arts. Like that's like
I can see that.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Like jiu-jitsu, I could do jiu-jitsu for 10 years
Yeah.
straight and not get bored.
I think just sports in general. I love
Sports.
Because whether I'm like shadow boxing or doing dodgeball or volleyball, I'm always just there's not a second where I'm not smiling. I'm having so much fun. But yeah, my answer might be sports. Yours could be
and then
martial arts.
third is travel. And travel might be tied with like martial arts because travel's so much fun.
I love traveling. I love
solo travel with friends. We've talked about this, dude. Our most watched episode is why travel is so important.
Is it actually?
Yeah, we got like 88 views on YouTube.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, my top 3 would probably be eating for sure. I love eating.
So these are activities. So eating is an activity for you.
Is an activity. Like, I'll plan time for my day purely
It's
to
a
eat.
shame because the things that you eat here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
so
talking
you like eating at restaurants.
Yeah. Like,
food.
Or just like fruits. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything too special.
Mm.
Like, I'll plan 15 minutes where people will be like, can we hang out? I'm like, give me 30 minutes. I need to finish this mango. You know? And I'll just enjoy having... And I'll
You're
put
just
3 mangoes.
savoring it.
Oh, I love mangoes.
Mango juices just coming
Mango are
out.
probably my favorite fruits. I love mangoes.
Mangoes are quite succulent. They're like the most succulent
Interesting
fruit.
choice of word.
No, there are fruits that are non-succulent.
Yeah,
and
no,
then
I
there are
understand. I
fruits
just
that are
find it,
succulent.
yeah. But yeah,
Like
mangoes.
pears dry you out. Have you ever known a guava? Have you?
Those are good.
They like dry out your throat.
I love all fruits. I do not discriminate.
Like an orange is nice and juicy.
Oh, oranges, bro.
Maybe too juicy.
Apples.
Cause like, have you ever when you
Strawberry.
eat an orange, doesn't it like spill? I make a mess when I'm peeling oranges.
I'm not a 5-year-old. So I don't think I've ever done that. What, you break the slices and you put them in your mouth.
No, I like to like peel the whole thing and
If
like
we're-
I just jam my thumb in.
tangerines, I peel with my hands. Oranges, I peel with a knife to not make a mess.
Oh,
Because when you peel
that's
with your
a good
hands,
idea.
Oranges,
Maybe
you
I
peel with your
should try a
hands.
knife.
Oh, great.
Because I'll just like take my thumb and it won't go in, so
Yeah.
I'll like jam it in, and then that just like.
I could be wrong. I just said grapefruits. I could be wrong, but I think in Japanese, grapefruit translates to blood oranges, which I find really cool.
I think those are different things.
Are they?
They might be.
But I was reading. I could
Not
be
a big
wrong.
fan of grapefruit.
I don't mind it. It's not the greatest fruit, but I like it. It's fine.
You need to add like
Grapefruit
sugar.
juice too is really good. I like the sourness of it. I like sour.
What about mandarins? Mandarins go hard.
Oh,
Bro, mandarins go hard.
What's the difference between a mandarin and a tangerine? Or do you think they're the same thing? Wait, what's a mandarin? I could be... Am I? I think I'm...
It's like, okay, Google mandarin.
No, yeah, I
It
don't
looks like an orange, but it's less
I don't think I know what a
citrusy.
mandarin is. No, I do.
Just Google it.
Mandarin.
Slice mandarin.
Yeah, so it's like a... Then what's the difference between a
Can
mandarin
I see?
Wait, it's not searching. What's
Okay,
the
so we're
difference
looking at...
between- we're looking
Oh,
at pictures. Is it a mandarin just a tangerine? Well, I'm gonna look this up.
you know what I'm talking about? There's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like white, yellowy,
What's the difference
cute... I don't know, man.
between tangerine and a mandarin? So, mandarins are generally smaller than oranges and taste sweeter.
Oh, then I'm thinking
Their
of the
skin
wrong
is
fruit.
thinner and a little looser, which makes the fruit easier to peel. Tangerines have a bright orange color. Their flavor is less sweet and a bit more tart than most mandarins. So they're pretty much the
They're
same
the
thing.
same thing. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
What
Okay,
are
how
you
did we
thinking
get
of?
on the...
Passion fruits? Maybe.
I'm not a big fan.
Then what are you?
Passion
thinking
Fruit
of?
by Drake is a good song, though. This is the most random episode ever.
But I need to know what fruit you're thinking of. Not a dragon fruit, obviously.
Okay. Let me describe it to
Describe
you.
it, yes.
Okay. So in my childhood, I have a bowl, right?
Okay.
And it's delicious. It's juicy, but it's not like too juicy.
Okay.
It's almost clear. Okay.
Honeydew.
Honeydew, يعني بطيخ.
No. Batikh is watermelon.
Can I look at what honeydew is?
You might be thinking of honeydew.
It's like yellowy, almost citrusy.
No, it's a the honeydews are melon. I'm thinking of the wrong
No.
thing. Okay.
I'll figure it out off pod
Yeah,
and come back to you.
Next episode. I'll
Next
tell you guys what
episode,
he's
we'll
thinking
talk.
of.
We might have a guest next episode. We don't want to spoil.
Oh, yeah,
but
don't
hopefully,
spoil.
we might have a guest.
Inshallah, yes, we
Inshallah,
have a
fingers
guest.
crossed. Yeah.
No fingers crossed.
Wait, we don't do that.
I don't think so.
Okay, Bismillah.
Anyway,
Inshallah.
yeah.
Okay, my question was, what type of traveler are you? Well, I guess you don't know because you've traveled with friends. But are you the
Yeah.
type of traveler that likes to stay in the hotel like a boring person, or explore to the last second of you dropping asleep?
I'm a mix of in between.
Oh.
Like, I like relaxing at the hotel. I do. I genuinely do. Sometimes at the swimming pool in the hotel, just vibing, you know?
Okay.
But I also... So the thing is, define exploring. Because when I go with family, they usually go to, like, museums and whatever. And I'm just like, I don't care.
That's when I mentioned museum. Like, I was expecting you to light up,
Yeah.
and you're
no,
just like...
I'm not a museum
Okay,
person.
fair.
Like, I don't mind going, but if we're spending anything more than an hour in a museum, I will get bored. I will. I'm sorry.
Dude, I've spent entire days in museum.
I
And we won't
cannot-
do this in
I
Marseille,
cannot
obviously.
for the life of me, bro.
But
I'm
I've
sorry.
actually spent like maybe 6 hours in a museum.
That's
straight in
crazy
a
to
row.
me. Like-
I'll just read. I'll
like-
look at the paintings and be
Yeah.
like, cool.
That's like, yeah, I look cool, and then I go to the next one, cool, and then I'm done with the museum, you know, and I'm like, okay, time to leave. But like, my family will be like, and they'll read like the description.
Yeah, and then I'll start Googling it, and
they'll-
I'm like,
yeah, they
okay, I'll look
Google it.
at
Oh my god, you would love my family. Because I like artifacts. Like when we went to Turkey and we're looking at like old masjids, the old mosques. Those are interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are cool.
So, places of attraction.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
for example, if we were to go to Paris, I wouldn't mind going to like
The Louvre, but seeing it
the-
from the
yeah, yeah,
outside.
yeah. I'd even
the
go inside if I
pyramid.
could,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to go to the Louvre.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you leave, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Make a Paris
I'll do
trip.
a weekend in Paris.
Yeah, do a
Inshallah,
weekend.
for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, a weekend in Paris. Yeah.
So yeah, and then but yeah, I don't like the museums. Not my vibe.
Okay, if
I'm
you
also
had
to
other
food
activities, let's say you had like, okay, I'll give you an example. For our Alaska trip, this is one of the coolest experiences I've ever done in my life. 9 dudes, all Saudis, best friends. We traveled to Alaska for
How'd you
10
go?
days.
How'd
We
you go?
flew, obviously.
okay.
It was a long flight, like 9 hours from Colorado to Alaska. We stayed in Fairbanks in one Airbnb, like a 6-bedroom Airbnb, for 10 days with the
That's
same
actually
kind of
so
dudes.
cool.
And by the way, Fairbanks has nothing, dude. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
So you have to cook. There are no restaurants. There's no McDonald's. You're like in the forest, bro. It's crazy. It's this cabin in the
Yeah.
middle of the wilderness. And it was just the coolest experience ever. But we had activities all throughout. So we did do our fair share of like board games and like chilling in
Those
the
are fun.
Airbnb, which was so much fun.
But you have to have a group for that.
But
Like,
we
we're
only
going to
did that
Marseille.
because Alaska sleeps at like 6 p.m. You know?
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Like everyone's just dead. Like that's it. There's just nobody there. It's just bears.
Yeah.
But anyways, but most of the time, let's say you had the option to be snowboarding, snowmobiling, dog sledding,
Yeah.
hiking, doing that all day. Would you rather do that or chill in the
Oh no,
Airbnb?
activities like fun
Activities, yes,
100%.
like thrill-seeking
Oh, yeah,
activities,
No, no, no.
amusement
I'll definitely do that.
parks,
I'll definitely do that. Yeah.
exploring the city, like literally walking between streets, trying restaurants,
Yes,
trying street
yes.
food.
No, that's me. That's definitely me.
And I guess maybe if a family thing, I see why you'd want to relax. But if you're with the homies,
I
to
think it'd be
me,
a different energy. Yeah.
and maybe for me, I stress myself out when I'm solo traveling, dude. I don't spend 1 hour.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm the type of guy who'll check out the Airbnb and like book a flight at the end of the day. So let's say I had an option between a 2 p.m. flight and a 10 p.m. flight.
You'll do the 10 p.m. flight
I'll do the 10
And then
p.m.
just spend
flight
the time
and
in
just
the city.
explore
with your suitcase.
with
and
my
backpack.
backpack. Dude, that backpack, I've traveled all over the world with that one backpack.
That's so cool.
Living out
That's
of
actually
like
so
a
cool.
pair of jeans and 2 t-shirts.
That's such a vibe, bro. That's
It
that's
is a
short
vibe.
film.
That is a vibe. I traveled, so I went. I don't know how I'm
One
making
man,
so much about me.
One pair of
but
jeans.
I went to 4 states in 5 days, in one fall break,
Oh wow.
and I hopped on 4 flights
Oh wow.
in 5 days. So
Yeah.
imagine going to a city. You have 24 hours to explore. I'm vlogging all of this, and then by the end of the day, I sleep one night in an Airbnb. I have to get on a 6 a.m. flight, like
Yeah.
really early, onto the next city, and then I have either 24 hours or 48 hours to like fully explore. So I stress myself out when I'm traveling.
For sure.
But yeah, maybe I'm scaring you a little bit.
Just a little bit. I might
Just a
cancel
tiny
after the
bit.
podcast. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
just keep you in the hotel the whole day.
Literally. No. I genuinely do want to explore myself. I'm
Yeah.
very excited for that.
Marcel, you said it like it was a dude.
Yeah. Oh, like it was a person.
Marcel.
I said it in the most American accent. I want to
Marcel.
Marcel. It's like the people that say bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah, I love it when Americans speak French. It's so funny.
Bonjour.
Yeah, you have to add the little like
Re.
spice. Yeah.
And for us Arabs, the r is like
it's not hard.
effortless.
It's not hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ra is like I say ra every day when I'm
Yeah.
talking about Salat al-Maghrib. So I literally say ra
Oui,
every
oui,
day
oui,
at
oui.
least once.
Oui.
How's Ramadan been so far? It's day
Day 10.
20. Is it? 11. Sorry. No. We're
Day
leaving on
11.
day 20. I'm mixing up March and
Yeah.
Ramadan.
Ramadan's been going good. Today, I just feel like, I don't know, man. Yesterday, I didn't eat much. All I ate was like a big tub of yogurt, like
Yeah.
a kilogram of non-fat Greek yogurt.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how I do it either.
I eat a kilo of beef. You eat a kilo
Of yogurt.
What is this friendship?
I don't even know, dude. We're weird people.
We definitely.
And then I just ate like 30 dates, and that was it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have time to cook, and I slept. This is my thing though. I have to work out before Iftar because if I don't, I tend to sleep and then I'll oversleep.
Yeah.
Because I'll set an alarm for Maghrib, but I'm so like between 5 and 7 p.m. Oddly enough, is either I'm dead or
you're
I'm in the
liveliest
gym.
as you've ever been. Yeah.
Like, what is that? Why is there
It's
like?
it's there's no in between. It's one or the other.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I burnt my rice cooker.
You burnt your rice.
I didn't
cooker.
tell you this. I don't think so.
Like dead? It's dead.
Like
What happened?
So I've been using the dishwasher because I'm lazy.
Yeah, I think we talked about
Yeah.
that.
And apparently I didn't know my rice cooker was dishwasher unsafe. Like it was unsafe in the dish. You're not allowed to dishwash it. And so I've been dishwashing it every single day for the past like 15 days. And so last night, was it last night? No, it was the day before yesterday. I'm cooking my rice and my meat and I'm just watching a YouTube video while they're cooking like I usually do, literally every day. And I smell something. I'm like, that's not okay. That's not normal. And I look back and the light on my rice cooker just turned off.
So the rice cooker is inside the dishwashing machine?
No. Like I'm cooking right now.
Okay.
But I mean, because I burnt through the plate through the dishwashing machine.
Oh.
It made it
the coating.
Yeah, the coating is gone basically. And so I'm cooking and I'm watching YouTube and then I turn around, the light's off. And I'm like, what? And I open the lid, the bottom half of the rice, black burnt. And I like unplug it, plug it back in, the thing's not turning. It's broken. So I had to go and buy a new rice cooker.
Oh man.
But now it was 20 euros, not too bad.
Dude, I've been cooking rice. I've been buying Uncle Ben's rice and just
Uncle Ben's rice.
Yeah,
Where from?
he's a cool dude. You should meet him.
Okay.
I just go to Uncle Ben. No, it's from
Where?
Carrefour.
Oh, okay.
There's just a man called Uncle Ben, and
I
he.
go to the butcher and I buy my rice from there, anyways.
Oh, really?
They have
Like the
this
basmati? And then you have to like wash that and stuff.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Ben's rice is what I'm saying. I thought that rice is really difficult, but it takes 10 minutes to make.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even wash it, honestly. People tell me I should wash my rice. To me, I'm like, Uncle Ben probably washed it. Comes in a
I
package.
don't think Uncle Ben washed it.
Yeah, so I just take it and then I just put it in the pan.
Yeah.
Fill it with water and then boil it for 10 minutes and then I drain it with a drainer.
I don't have any of that with a rice cooker.
Yeah,
I
but
just
it
put
takes
rice
the
and
same
water
time.
Press a button.
Well, I mean,
and it's
you
done.
rebought it, so I guess you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I did want to so part of the reason why I'm not feeling so great, I mean, I don't know, I feel like the fever is coming because I didn't have the chance to eat, and when I feel like I eat less than 1,500 calories, I tend to get sick. Or I feel like has that ever happened to you when you're like you don't eat?
So when I was really scrawny at some point in my life, like borderline anorexic.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Anyways. I'd get sick every other day.
Oh man.
The second I started bulking, my immune system.
Dude, there's
back
something
into
about
place.
eating. Yeah.
It's literally once your body has enough fuel, it's like I'll function. You know, I can fight.
And
off.
I think that's what it was because I just didn't feel good. But the reason was we got together yesterday, hopefully without spoiling anything, because we might be in the making of making some comedy sketches going
I'm
forward.
so excited.
I'm
bro.
very excited, and for you, like that's actually really cool. So,
Yeah.
is that something that you've always wanted to do, or is it more like
I've always wanted to create content.
okay,
That's a reason why I became an actor, because in a way I'm making media, you know. And I've just any form of content I enjoy making. Twitch. Short films, vlogging, all forms. Exactly. I love all of this. Truly, I truly do.
Yeah.
And so these skits is definitely something
For
that I'm excited
I
for.
think for you, skits are a great combination between content creation and acting.
Literally.
Yeah, because it's comedy, it's writing, it's art.
Yeah.
But it's art distributed at scale, and I think that's changed over time. We were talking about Key and Peele, and what did you say? How many skits?
So we have a group of people that are gonna do these skits. And one of the people, I will not spoil names, so when we make the skits, one of the people sends in the group that Key and Peele made 298 skits in the past 5 years. He said, we're going to make 300. I was like, that's ambitious. I'm all for it, by the way. Like, I'm not going to be like, we can't.
So we did the math. So there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
52 times 4. That's, 210.
So times 5.
Wait, times 5 times 5.
Yeah.
Wait, 250.
So literally
260. So 260 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they did 300. They 298. Okay.
So they're doing 1.3.
So they had 50.
They're doing 1.3 a week.
Yeah, they had 50
almost.
weeks to spare.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas and Eid and like holidays.
No, wait, what do you mean 50 weeks to spare?
They made 290.
Yes.
They made 290 skits over the span
of 260 weeks.
Oh.
So they were doing 1.3 skits.
So they were making more skits than they had
week.
weeks.
Yes, exactly. So there were a couple of weeks throughout those 5 years
where you'd make like 2.
Where they were making 2. Yeah.
But I wonder. So if you don't know who Key and Peele is, you're missing out.
You're living under a rock if you don't know. Who
Stop
Key
this
and Peele
podcast right now.
Don't stop the podcast. Watch after.
Come back to
write
us.
It down
No. Hey, I would gladly lose their attention to Key and Peele.
Key and Peele have views.
They have so many views
They
though.
have like millions.
Like some of their skits has like 20 million views.
Crazy, by the way.
30 million.
Yeah, I've had hangouts where me and my friends will rewatch just.
Bro, I single-handedly think Comedy Central, like, made probably the most money out of Key and Peele ever.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know any other cool thing that Comedy Central has made other than Key and Peele.
Saturday Night Live was on Comedy Central, or no?
No.
I like
Saturday Night Live is like their own thing.
Yeah, I like that. It was fun.
Dude, it would be a dream to be on SNL one day.
How cool would it be?
Inshallah,
Inshallah,
one day. It's possible. Actors make it all the time.
Yeah.
They could bring you on for a skit.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I'm super excited,
I'm gonna
man.
put my phone on
I'm a big
airplane
fan
mode,
of
so
comedy.
sorry.
Put what on your phone?
Put your phone on airplane mode.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
It keeps like.
Bizzing.
Yeah, buzzing. What?
Bees bizziz.
They do.
Did you know that bees communicate? You told us this.
Oh yeah.
Bees communicate through dancing.
Through
Apparently,
dancing.
they also die when they mate, right?
So
for the males.
So the male, as soon as he lays his sperm inside of the queen, or they kill him off. I don't know if he explodes or they kill him off.
They kill him off.
It's one of the male. Every bee you've seen is a female because the males are made for reproduction and then they die.
The animal kingdom, subhanallah,
crazy.
is so crazy and cool.
Yeah.
There's some weird animals. What's your favorite animal?
Are bugs included?
Sure.
No, I'm probably gonna choose an animal. My favorite animal is a dog.
But that's
which
because
is a boring answer. Yeah.
Okay, non-domesticatable animals.
Non-domestic. Probably octopi. Octopodes actually is the plural. Did you know that?
Oh really?
Octopodes.
Octopodes?
Yeah.
I thought it was octopi.
No, it's cacti and for a bunch of other stuff like platypi.
Yeah.
Platypi are also
platypus
really cool.
is probably my favorite animal now.
They're so cool. They're the only mammal that lay eggs, which is already in and of itself
a paradox?
really cool. Yeah.
How's that possible?
So they have fur and they lactate. So they're considered mammals, but they also lay eggs.
Okay, I was just gonna say though, but
Perry the platypus is also really
what
cool.
are those in my head? The animals that have fur, they kind of look like beavers, and they swim in rivers together, and they hold
Otters?
otters. Those are pretty cool.
They're adorable. I love otters. They hold hands when they're sleeping in rivers, so they don't drift apart. That's adorable,
bro.
They're so cute, and they love like affection. Like I've seen a video of an otter telling a human to pet it, like it was doing this with its hand. Until
come on.
Until the human started
Go for
petting
it. Go for it. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I love otters. They're top 10 most adorable animals easily. What do you think is the most adorable, like the cutest animal on the planet? Domesticated involved. You can include domesticated animals.
I need to come up with a good, like, probably, honestly, you might hate me for this.
Why would I hate you?
But like a bunny.
That's a good answer. Why would I hate you for that?
I don't know.
Mine is probably like...
Oh, no, a kitten. Kittens by far.
Kittens?
I'm not a fan of cats just because I'm allergic, but like a freshborn kitten. Are we both allergic to cats?
Both allergic to cats.
Are we the same person?
I think so. We're the same person like 3 years.
We were talking about this earlier on the podcast, but like you're Luigi and I'm Mario.
Yeah, we were... and we were really bummed out that we didn't think of that before Halloween. We could have just dressed up as Luigi and Mario. How funny would that have been, bro?
We have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We have to do it.
Inside your
we have to build a... No, even here. We just go buy a Mario
here.
outfit. No, we just walk around.
Oh, just do it like
just for fun.
not on Halloween.
Yeah, just mess with people on the streets.
Oh, let's so do that.
Let's make a YouTube video.
Please.
Or sorry, like a Instagram. Whatever, dude.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
yeah.
A skit.
Yeah,
Saudi, Mario, and Luigi. And we'll do the voices.
We'll be Laith and Mishal.
Who Anna Mario?
That'd be. We need
Laith and Mishal?
Yeah, I was thinking because Mario.
That's actually hilarious.
I couldn't think of another lamb name for a dude.
So you were telling me about Zelda: The Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I said Zelda.
It is the first.
I know what it was. When it came out, it like smashed records.
IGN's
Game of the Year, yeah.
The first but it's interesting because I always say this: the Breath of the Wild is a good Zelda game, but it's not a Zelda game because it's a different format. Because every other Zelda game has been story mode. You go into a bunch of dungeons and you fight Ganon at the end. That's always been the case. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the first one with, I wouldn't even call them dungeons. Like, they don't even count as dungeons. And it's open world. So, like, there's no one set path that you can take.
It's kind of like The Witcher. You could just go about...
So I always say that Breath of the Wild is good, but it's not a Zelda game. It truly isn't a Zelda game, you know? And it's really fun, and I need you to play this game. Okay, I have it on my Switch.
Because I'm currently completing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
Yeah, you were talking
which
about
is freaky, by the way. I've never had, like... I'd say a veteran VR player, but zombie anxiety is crazy. So, because I completed this level... And apparently this is my listening skills, how poor they are. Because this NPC is talking to me. She was like, oh, my husband died. Can you please go kill him because he's a zombie now? I will repay you with this ring or whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. Just give me the thing. I'm going to go kill him. And I walk into this, it's like a big mansion.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is happening in VR. So I'm like literally there. I'm in there. And it's creepy. It's dark. And I don't mind that. Because jump scares scare me. But they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Anxiety is what like freaks me out when I'm like overwhelmed. And so I'm all good. But apparently she tells me, watch out for the bells. And I have a watch on in the game.
Okay.
When the bells ring, that's where the city, because it's set in New Orleans, that's how they round up all of the walkers for the night. So someone will literally ring the bell. And because they're attracted to the noise, all of the walkers in the city go to that bell.
Yeah.
And I completely missed that because I was laughing at this NPC.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my watch and I'm like, it's interesting how there's this timer. I guess I don't know what that means. And I take my sweet time, Adnan, exploring this house. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'll take those shotguns. Oh, a spoon? I'll add that to my inventory. I open my inventory. I find a cigarette. I'm like, oh, I put it in my mouth and it works.
Yeah.
It sticks in my mouth.
I love when VR
and then I'm like,
that.
okay, now I need a lighter. So I searched the entire mansion for a lighter.
Did you find it?
I found it and I lit the cigarette and it worked. And so I'm just casually, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste a cigarette. So I'm just waiting there, watching as it gets smaller.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Put out my cigarette. Anyways, keep exploring. I kill a few zombies. I look at the timer and the timer rings.
Yeah.
Like it's rung like 3 hours ago in the game.
Yeah.
I peel this apartment upside down, get all the inventory. I'm like, now I'm ready to go. I leave and I literally open the door because I'm like, oh, there were no zombies outside. And not, I kid you not, there is 100 zombies waiting for me.
I'd actually like...
Bro, I'd squealed. And you can't pause this game is the thing. I was like,
I imagine someone walks past your apartment and they just hear you screaming inside.
Bro, imagine you open a door, you see 100 zombies. I immediately close the door, but they storm the door.
Yeah.
And the physics are great in the game, so they like overwhelm
That's actually
it.
so cool.
Bro, and I'm like running into the mansion.
Good game design, like good game physics.
Yeah. Dude, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is like one of the best VR games ever. Anyways, I'm freaking out. I run up. The zombies are rushing in. They come in the room. I shoot. I don't even... I'm like panicking.
Yeah.
I only have 6 bullets in my revolver. I'm trying to reload. I can't. A zombie's on top of me. He's biting me. I push him away.
Yeah.
I take out my knife. I try to kill him, but they just overwhelmed me. And the knife broke, and then I couldn't reload, and they killed me.
Bro, VR has been an insane experience.
It has.
I've been using your VR a couple of times, and I don't know if it's similar, but you also put me on a zombie game. Terrifying.
That one is less terrifying because it's almost cartoony.
Yeah, it was
like the way
cartoony.
they move.
But it's still.
But dude, The
still
Walking
anxiety.
Dead is creepy.
Oh, how realistic do the zombies?
You have to try it. You have to try it.
For sure.
And
I don't wanna.
and the thing is with these zombie developers, man, is like they never give you enough resources.
Yeah, no, they never do. In every zombie game I played, you literally never have enough resources.
You never.
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead.
Bro, when I ran away from those zombies and
Resident Evil,
I was literally down to a bottle. I smashed the bottle and now it's like broken.
That's
and I
so
stabbed.
Cool. You can do that.
It's such a cool game.
That's so realistic.
Yeah.
I actually love that.
Yeah.
The game design.
The game is so sick. It was actually funny. We talk about video games on this podcast so much that I think Spotify is now classifying it as games.
Actually?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's so funny. I have to go in and change it because it's not a game
We're not
show.
a gaming podcast, yeah.
But yeah, we are gamers.
We
that was my
my
little VR
rant. But yeah, the zombie game you put me on, you just sit on the couch. We had like a get together the other day, and we were all trying the zombie game. And they just hear me screaming, shanking zombies, and I hear two of our
another
friends
one of our
laughing
friends
at me.
hit his hand on the door and actually.
Oh my god! Yeah,
That was bad management from me, but also he was being very unpredictable.
we were telling him don't walk, and he's like still walking around the room. He came to shank a zombie, and he has like fight or flight. Like this is real fear in his eyes.
Yeah.
Not that I could see.
Yeah.
And he slams his hand into the door,
Oh my
and he's like, ah!
My controller drift went up 30% after that.
Did it actually?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he actually ruined the
Yeah,
controller.
yeah.
But yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Sorry, it's a bit of a tangent, but you said you watched Good Will Hunting today.
I did so. I've been watching real people movies.
Yes,
I've been
thank
judged
you, thank
for
you.
seeing. I
Not
still
judged,
think
recommended.
animations- I
I think you
I've
should do
enjoyed
both. Is what I'm
animations.
like. I
Okay.
should watch more animations. I'm missing out.
You are.
I need to get on anime. And
Yes.
you-
No, maybe not
see,
anime.
I'm a hypocrite because you tried to get me on, and I've been really bad with it.
I've been listening to the recommendations. So I watched last week, or no, the beginning of this week. I watched Whiplash, the drumming anime with J.K. Simmons.
The drumming
Anime. Sorry, not anime. I see.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
brainwashed. The drumming movie with
Yes,
J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
Such a good movie. Easily top 10. Not
Viewer, again, don't pause the podcast.
Do not
But
pause
Whiplash needs to be
the
on
podcast. If
the
you
list.
haven't seen Whiplash, it is a masterpiece. You need to watch Whiplash. The cinematography was really good. The actors did phenomenal.
Talk about J.K. Simmons.
And I don't know what the
dude.
drummer's name is, but he was
Miles, the name of the character.
the name I'm talking.
Oh.
His name was
I think Miles Teller. Yeah, Miles Teller is the actor.
the actor. Yeah,
Yeah, Miles Teller.
incredible actor. I think he did better than J.K. Simmons in this movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Dude, the scene where he's literally bleeding from the amount of...
So and you can no. I was like,
I have a friend, shout out to Aziz. My friend Aziz has watched Whiplash 8 times. That's how much he loves that show.
I've seen
the movie.
I've seen Ant-Man 7 times. That's the
The
only,
OG one?
The OG one.
Is
like
Ant-Man
the
a good
first one.
movie? I'm trying to remember.
Paul Rudd, he did really good.
Paul Rudd is awesome.
I love Paul Rudd. I didn't know Paul Rudd was in Friends. Did you know that?
I did not know that either.
He's the husband of one of the girls in the show. Like he marries her off at the end of the show. Spoiler alert.
Paul Rudd is great. I liked Ant-Man. You know what's really crap though?
What?
The latest Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Oh, terrible.
Dude, I walked out of that
Utter
movie
garbage.
and I was disgusted.
Me and my friends are watching it on TV. We turned it off like 30 minutes in. We were like, this is just not enjoyable. I'm sorry.
I almost walked out. I've never walked out in a movie in my life.
Yeah.
Never. But I almost walked out.
That's actually
And I was
insane.
like, at that point, by the way, I literally, now that I think of it, it's a good thing. That was the last superhero movie I watched. Of my own accord. To be fair, I watched Aquaman 2 with my family.
Yeah.
But
How was that? I haven't
it
seen
was
that.
not bad. It was not bad.
I
But
like
after
Jason Momoa.
Ant-Man, I'm like, I was done with Marvel. I was like,
Yeah.
Marvel, khalas. Get out
Guardians
of my
of the
life.
Galaxy 3 is really good though.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But that was pre-Ant-Man, no?
Was it? I think it came out after, did it not?
Volume 3.
That's why I was like,
I have to watch Volume 2
Marvel,
first.
like their quality. I thought I went in expecting it to be a trash movie. It was really good. Volume 3 was really
But
good.
that's the thing with Marvel, man. It's such a big cinematic universe right now.
Some of their movies are
It really
good, and
depends on
some-
the writer.
Yeah.
One is the writer. The writer needs to be good, and two, the director.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some terrible Marvel.
Yeah.
Wasn't like Madame Web just made and like that?
Madame Web
Dude,
is-
that got like a 4 out of 10 in IMDb.
That's hilarious.
They've been like
Yeah.
flundering.
The Marvels came out, I think.
Yeah.
And it
It-
did,
no, we were
it
talking
did
about the
so bad. Like their revenue is terrible.
yeah. We were talking about the Bob Iger Nelson Peltz case, the boardroom.
For the Disney last
Yeah,
episode.
and I just remember news. I forget what it was, but like it's reached to the point where people are taking sides. You know,
Yeah, I would too. It makes
Yeah.
sense, and we're rooting for the underdog, right?
We're rooting for that, dog. Restore the magic, dude.
Bring back old
Bring
Disney,
back old
please.
Disney. Yeah.
I'm rewatching like old
Oh,
Disney movies.
and I remember the news. George Lucas, so the guy who made Lucasfilms, which is Star Wars.
Okay.
He literally wrote Star Wars.
Yeah.
He made all of Star Wars. He's standing by Bob Iger. He's saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
I believe in Bob Iger."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when I went to Disney World, the Star Wars section is so cool.
Was that in Florida?
No, I did the
Oh
California.
my
But I
god!
also
Isn't
did
it
the
so
Florida
cool?
one.
What I loved about that is that like it's so immersive that even the people that serve you are wearing those costumes.
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
you go into the restaurant, it's
Yeah.
space themed.
You'll
you
see
know?
like Boba Fett's just serving
Yeah.
you like food.
It's
I don't know.
crazy. I remember drinking like this weird like blue milk smoothie or something.
Oh my god! In the California one, I'm so sad that we weren't able to go to this restaurant because the line was too long. And me and my sister wanted to enjoy the rides and whatever. It was called Pam's Lab. Pam from Ant-Man, and all the food was either shrunken or enlarged. Like they had pretzels as big like a 2-foot long.
And you can eat
pretzel.
them, or they're just
no edible food. It's like this giant pretzel that like a family would share, and you see like the dad eating from this side and the mom eating. So cool, and then a giant smoothie that comes in like a big cup, and you just get to share that.
Bro, you know what's
so cool.
You know what's really sad? I feel like inshallah when I have kids one day, I'm gonna have more fun than my kids going to Disney World.
Oh yeah, for sure. 1 million.
I would be like, God damn it, I have to take care of this little critter right now. I just want to go on a roller
I just want to
coaster.
ride the rides. God dang it.
I just sit in the kids section. When are you gonna grow up, man? Grow up faster.
Yeah, I think I'd take my kids to Disney World when they're like old enough to ride like roller coasters. You know?
But come on, you want to have them experience that magic.
Yeah, because
they have to walk. I don't get parents.
Oh no. Who takes their baby?
But
I'm sorry. Don't take your baby. If they're sub 4 years old, they're not even gonna remember it.
I think at that point you're the one that's having fun.
Oh yeah, but still
then
you
you
have
still
like
gotta
a
take care
little
of
baby
baby.
to take care of. Yeah,
Like find a babysitter and just have them
Disney
take
World
care.
alone. Yeah, like don't bring your kid.
Babysitters are wild, bro. Is that a thing in Saudi? Do we have babysitters? They're
Baby
called
sitters?
grandparents. They're just called grandparents.
Grandparents or like full-time nannies.
Sisters.
Yeah.
But like babies, dude. Would you trust your kid with another human being?
Yeah.
Let's say you'd had like a 1-year-old baby.
I know families that have done like nannies to take care of babies. Literally 1-year-old babies.
But temporary, or do they hire them?
They live in the house, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they hire them, yeah.
And they can just leave them with them?
And they just leave them with them.
Sure.
Like the moms have work and whatever, so they'll go to work.
It's kind of freaky though. It's kind of freaky.
It is.
Because you never know someone's intentions.
Exactly.
In life, you know?
You literally
like
never
maybe
know.
they're not gonna harm them, but you don't know what they're doing. They might just do some like weird stuff.
Yeah. I personally wouldn't. Yeah. But I've heard of it happening. Like I'm not saying it's not it's not like what's the opposite of normal? It's not weird in Saudi, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's more of a long term, but in the West, there's this concept of hiring someone temporarily.
Oh, literally hiring.
And sometimes they're
hours,
like high schoolers or like college kids.
But high schoolers, they usually like your child has to be like I wouldn't trust a high schooler with a 2-year-old. You know?
Yeah.
When you're hiring like a high schooler, they're taking care of like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old. You know?
Which is crazy. Like, why would I listen? Why would I listen to you? You're just like 5 years older than me. You know, like go away.
Yeah, no. When I was 10 in America, my little brother was 8, and my mom had work because we were living with my mom. So my dad and my 2 sisters were living in Saudi, and my mom went to America for a year for work, and so me and my brother went to study there. I did 4th grade, my brother did 2nd grade, and in that period, my mom obviously has work, so she'd hire a babysitter. She hired this college student. Her name was Linda. She was studying law. Okay. Linda, if you're watching this, shout out you. She was really cool. She drove in this really cool Mustang that like a convertible.
Okay.
And so every time she'd take us out to go rent a movie from a box office. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah. God. The red Netflix. Boxes. Blockbuster.
Yeah. We did the red box. Yeah. And so we'd go and
like
get
the machine.
CDs.
It's like a vending machine.
Yeah, we'd get the CDs and we'd come back home. And she'd always like open the convertible. And I, as a 10-year-old, I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. So yeah, shout out Linda. She was a law student.
And what would she do while you're at home? She'd just study law, probably?
No, she would chill with us. Like
hang out.
Hang out, literally.
Like actively do things with you.
So we had 3 babysitters throughout the year. In the beginning, we had a Mexican lady named Sophia. Her English was really weak, so we couldn't communicate very much.
So she'd just hang out?
She would just sit there like... Yeah,
make sure you're not being an idiot.
Yeah, she was like a babysitter, and she would also clean the house.
Okay.
So while she was taking care of us, she'd take care of the house
and
whatever. And then after her, we got James. Mm-hmm. James was the coolest man on the planet. He was so fun. Like when I was younger, I was like, I want to be like James when I grow up. You know.
What made him so cool?
I don't know. He was just vibes. You know.
Yeah.
Like he'd buy us Gatorade, me and my brother, and we'd chill, and he would play like tag with us. He was just, you know. Have you seen Big Hero 6?
Yeah.
Do you know the dude who spins the signs?
Yeah,
He's that energy.
Yeah.
He was that dude's energy.
Okay,
just the chill dude.
Just like chill.
Yeah, I loved
pizza
James.
guy, pizza delivery vibes, long hair.
And exactly. Yeah. And he worked at a restaurant, and he'd take us there every now and then for like free breakfast, which was really cool.
What a guy.
But then he got like this gig like on a TV, like a news thing.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he quit the
babysitting.
He was like, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. And we were like really sad. Me and my brother were like, no, we miss James.
Dude, that's actually a great side hustle.
Yeah.
Is to just, I mean, yeah, that's what people do.
Yeah.
They dog sit or
Literally.
they babysit.
And then the final one was Linda, which is really cool.
That's such a cool job, man. I feel like I would be a good babysitter.
I hate kids,
I see.
but I've been told I'm really good with them.
I think you are. I think you
Yeah.
are. Yeah, but my thing as a babysitter, I think I would just, I'm so like ADHD, like businessman, work hard, play hard, that
You know,
I
the
just
child,
like
sign this contract saying you will not cry past 9 p.m. The child's
no,
like
not
5
even
years
that. I
old.
wouldn't overmanage it. I would just do my own thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like on my laptop trying to make money online while they just run around, and I'd like occasionally look over.
Check
Okay,
out, yeah.
is he burning himself?
Is he
Hey,
putting a knife?
hey, stop that! I'd basically do what their parents do.
Yeah,
Being normal,
literally.
you know?
Yeah, because once I have me and my cousin were chilling, and then our younger cousin comes in, and he makes a mess of things, and I like scold him and like, go talk to your mom. Or I don't remember exactly how it happened, and then he leaves, and my cousin looks over to me, and he literally tells me, it's a shame you hate kids. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's a shame that you don't want kids in the future and that you're against that. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're really good with kids.
I think I can see that.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I don't care.
man. Picasso said,
I
"All
had a
kids,
dog, probably.
all kids, sorry, what?
They're similar. That's because I had a dog.
Kids and dogs?
Yeah.
Bro, you did not just compare kids
Like
to
they're
dogs.
like obviously a kid's a bigger responsibility.
To
but
be
I think
fair,
to an
yeah,
extent
like a
they're-
toddler,
Yes, I think to an extent they're similar.
dogs
you
are kind
cannot.
of easier to work with.
Oh no, for sure. I love dogs way more. They don't cry every 15
Bro,
seconds.
babies just cry.
They just cry.
And like they don't stop crying.
What's the fun of that?
That's
bro?
that's
Like
it.
the dog I train
I've
them
heard
and I have
dads
fun and they
talk.
jump.
I've heard dads talk in comedy that they find out that kids cry and then they don't stop crying.
Yeah.
Like literally till they become adults.
They just
don't stop crying.
Yeah, there's no like
They lied
wait-
to you.
Yeah.
You think that they stop crying, but they don't.
Yeah, I've been told like they
just
stop
keep-
crying after 4.
No.
I have 11-year-old cousins that still cry.
My younger brother still cries. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I cry. Well,
But not like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't throw a tantrum.
Exactly.
Sometimes I
Yeah, I think crying and tantrum is different. Like you can cry, that's fine. Like if I know people that in the midst of like arguments, their emotions like overpower them and they cry. That's fine, as long as you're not throwing like a tantrum. Like what's the difference between me yelling with tears and me yelling
A
without
good
tears?
tantrum is kind of fun though. I feel like toddlers have the blast when they
yeah.
become the tyrant of the house.
Oh,
Inside
yeah, they
they're
just start
like,
throwing pillows on the floor.
yeah, and everyone gets pissed off.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, I'm getting to them.
Oh, take me back.
Oh, we were talking earlier about how we need to get thobs for Eid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely should, but
I'm disappointed in you, Hussein, after that. Please tell
so
me what
here's
you
the
told me.
thing. For me,
So I told Hussein,
yeah.
I'm going to call my brother to take, because he lives in Saudi, to take one of my thobs that still fit me, because I haven't grown any taller, to the, what are they called?
Tailor.
Tailors, yeah, that's what they're
Khayal.
called. Yeah, because I was thinking Arabic.
Yeah.
To the tailor to just see the measurements and make me a new one,
Yeah.
inshallah.
Yeah.
Right? And I need it now because Eid's in 21 days.
So when I
3
arrive,
weeks.
it'll be 9 days to Eid.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I arrive, it'll be 9 days to Eid. 5 days from my arrival, it'll probably be done. You know?
Yeah.
And so Hassan's like, why not just do it when you're there?
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. And
I was like, Hassan, we're going to arrive 9 days before Eid.
I'm like, no, it's fine. I do this every year. And you're like, what do you mean you do this? I'm like, oh, okay. So here's how it goes. I show up to my tailor, usually like 5-6 days before Eid because I'm a procrastinator.
Insanity,
7 days.
by the
Okay,
way.
maybe 8 days if I'm generous.
For reference, for people that don't know what Eid is, no tailor is free 15 days before Eid. Like day 15 of Ramadan is when tailors start saying no more, like, well, we won't take any more.
Because hundreds of people come in and they want a tailor.
Hundreds of people are asking for thobs for Eid.
But I've worked with this guy for like 6 years. He lives in Khuzama. I go
Yeah.
to him. He's a good
He
guy.
might be my dude. Because I live...
Is it Rikn al-Arab 3?
I don't know the name, but you said
it's
son.
a Yemeni guy.
I think we might have the same
Short
name.
guy, a bit
I think
fat.
we-
He
do
works
we?
with his son.
No, fat might be throwing me off. I have like a really scrawny Yemeni guy.
Anyways, such a kind dude. God bless his heart. And honestly, this has happened when I'm a good negotiator, I realized. So as a kid, I'm this like 11-year-old tyrant. I woke up to the Eid shop, and this happened before in the past as well. The Indian guy is like, oh, how can I help you? And I'm like, I need a thob for Eid. And it's like 3 days until Eid. He's like, psh, no way.
Get out of
Get
here.
out. I'm like, no, but I need it. And he's like, yeah, but I can't do it. I'm like, okay, listen to me. How much do you charge? And he says like, oh, 200, but since it's overpriced, I'm not doing any less than 300. I'm like, all right, 220. Here's the deal. You're going to do it. And like, I would just go back and forth. He'd go, no, 250, 260. And I'd pay like 230, for example. And he'd get it done. And until then, I just started doing it. And with this guy, the poor guy, because I can see him like calculate in his head that like how much time it's gonna take.
For the audio listeners, I am shaking my head right now.
But I'm like, please, it's Eid. I can't go without a thobe. And I basically just guilt trip him. And then he'll look at me and he'll sigh.
Crazy.
He'll look at his son, his like 10-year-old son who's been working probably for the past 5 days. And he looks at him and, can we do it, Dad? And his son looks at him. He's shaking his head. He's like, please, Dad, we can't do it anymore. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, yeah, this is happening. Please. And yeah. And then he eventually relents, and I don't pay him a single real more.
That's insanity to me. Okay. I'm sorry.
To be fair, I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Now that I am a grown adult.
Quote unquote stopped doing that.
Quote unquote stop. You did give me a great idea to actually call him though.
Yeah.
Because he has my measurements. Yeah, now they've evolved. They actually have a system where they have like your measurements. So yeah, I'll ask my brother to pay.
That's actually so funny. I'm so excited for Eid. I am so glad that our vacation lies within Eid because I really wanted to spend with family.
Man, I haven't been...
Eid without family, I'm sorry. It just doesn't seem the same.
And 4 years, I've had Eids without families living in America.
Do you not have like a vacation at the same time?
Usually not. Usually it's exams. Sucks. Dude, doing exams during Ramadan while fasting. Sucks. Bro, I've done 4-hour exams, 4-hour accounting exams, and had to break my fast mid-exam. How sad is that? It's crazy, right? Had to go till 10 p.m. and then all the stores are closed, so you don't really have time to make an iftar. And it's just, Ramadan abroad is crazy. Yeah. But to be fair, Eid was a lot of fun.
It's been really nice here, though. I don't think we've had any issues. It's been because they've been accommodating.
Yeah, because they understand. Well. Yeah. But there, I'm like, I'm a student in a Western uni.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't.
And I even tried to tell my professors, hey, professor, can I I'm fasting. Can I change my...
like, we do not care.
He's like, no, it's a 300-person lecture. You can. I'm like, can I at least bring food and water to? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I have my little dates. I take my little date. I drink my water, and then I'm doing accounting. You know? Math is fun, bro.
Math is fun.
Are you a fan of math?
I love math.
I wasn't a fan of math. I remember being...
No. When I'm bored... Sorry, I cut you off.
No.
When I'm bored... This sounds so nerdy. But sometimes I just look up equations and do...
What type of math do you do when you're bored?
Simple math. Like, the most fun is
arithmetic?
To see how quickly... Yeah, to how quickly I can do simple math. Like, just multiplication, division.
Oh.
And sometimes I add more I'll do.
I have a cool game for you on the iPhone. It's called Mental Math Cards, and essentially, there's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the basic arithmetic, but it's based on levels.
Yes.
And so it'll give you a timer. So 2 minutes, it'll count down, and you need to try to get a high score. And it's basically cards where it'll randomly generate 347 plus 125 equals what? And then you have to do it in your head. You can't use a calculator. Yeah. So it's mental math. And I got addicted to that game when I tried to break into consulting and investment banking. Yeah. Because you need to have super fast mental math. And I got really good, man. I placed in the top 10% of my age category. And then I lost it all. Because it's a muscle. Yeah. It's literally a muscle.
It is.
I'd like to challenge you. You'd probably beat me to death, dude.
I don't think so. I think my skills have gone down because I haven't been working on it.
I'm really good with multiplication.
I'd have to warm up, yeah.
I'm a hack at multiplication. I suck at division. Division is hard, bro.
Fun fact. Did you know that division and subtraction don't exist?
They're the one and the same?
No. They don't exist because the only reason they were implemented into the educational system is to simplify... so subtraction is negative numbers. That's literally what it is. You're adding negative numbers.
Okay.
So 5 minus 2 isn't 5 minus 2. It's 5 plus negative 2. Yeah. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
And division is just multiplying by fractions. So 10 divided by 2 is 10 times half. 10 times 0.5.
But to say that they don't exist.
They didn't exist. They existed to simplify.
So you're telling me when people were doing math pre-algebra, they just never subtracted? I'm sure they did in their heads. They'd go, the caveman would be like, all right, I have 5 apples. No. All right, so I'm going to give 2.
But I'm talking numbers wise. I was reading about it.
It makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like the history of it.
Yeah, subtraction began
Yeah.
to simplify negative numbers, and division began to simplify multiplying by fractions.
But that's the thing about human beings. I think we just like rudimentally and fundamentally do math in our heads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like primally speaking,
Yeah.
it's built, and even animals too. Like dogs, it knows the difference between an empty bowl of food and a full plate of food.
Yeah.
Like if that
Not
isn't
even
math,
empty and full, like half a bowl and a full bowl.
yeah.
Like I've
Like, it'll
seen
know.
dogs get mad when you put like half
because
of
in the
bowl.
head they're doing the math. Like
They're like, that's not as much as I usually get.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I watched a video. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast before, of an ape that can play Minecraft.
I've seen that, and no, we have not talked about this on the podcast. Insane.
Did we watch the same video?
No, it definitely is the same.
It like learned how
It's
to
a
use a
monkey,
touch screen.
right?
It's a monkey. Wild. So monkeys can do math.
Oh yeah. No, there's even alhamdulillah. There's even have you seen the videos of the monkeys doing the number game?
The like memorization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it'll show you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it removes all the numbers, and they remember the 1 to 10 in order.
Bro, I refuse to believe that. I think
They're
monkeys
better
can.
than me.
I think monkeys can speak. They just don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah, for sure.
I see that
They can
YouTube
just do
comment all the
everything.
time.
Yeah,
And it's
and
hilarious.
I agree with it every
Yeah.
single time. They can just do everything.
They have thumbs. They can open jars.
I think them having bro, monkeys, did you see there's a video of a monkey messing with a cheetah. So it's like there's like a vine/tree. It climbs down, it slaps the cheetah on the head, and then it climbs back up. And the cheetah's like standing, and it's like
It doesn't know it because it can't climb. It's not a puma.
Yeah. And so it's like pissed. It's looking up, and the monkey's just like looking down, and then he'll look away, and then he'll go down and he'll smack it again, and they'll go back up. Like,
They're evil, by the way.
They're evil.
Like if demons were in animal form, it would be a monkey.
No. If demons were in animal form, it'd be dolphins. Dolphins are the evilest creatures on the
Oh, because they get
planet.
high on puffer fish.
No, dolphins beat up sharks for fun. Like they gang up on sharks.
How do you beat a shark up as a dolphin?
They group up on
And bite them?
like they like kick. They use their tails to smack them.
Do you think that hurts?
Definitely, because sharks start memorizing where dolphins are and they avoid those areas.
But I imagine in the water, velocity is slower because there's
It
friction.
definitely is, but they probably know how to handle water. I don't know. They know how to hit in water. And
But I'm just imagining it's like slower. It's kind of a slap
definitely.
more than it is
But
a
like,
blunt blow.
no, they've killed sharks before, from what I've read. So I don't know how they do it exactly. I'm probably making up the smacking.
Yeah.
They might bite. I don't know.
Yeah. When I imagine dolphins, I imagine teenagers,
Yeah.
dude. Like they're just
Oh,
gang,
yeah,
just like
literally.
yeah.
And they also do very like unspeakable things that I probably could not say on the podcast, but they are evil.
Really?
Way more
Which
evil
is
than
crazy
what we're saying.
because
Monkeys. Way
yeah,
more evil.
because
than
when you think of dolphins, you think, oh, they're all happy, they're laughing,
No.
they're doing their little
Yeah.
dances in the fountain.
But the thing is, they're smart. And with smarts comes the ability to be evil, you know?
That's so true, dude. Yeah, dumb people are generally like, not that I'm smart, like real dumb people, like people who you know are like really, really dumb.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's just like low IQ people.
They're dumb. They're
They're so
himbos.
kind.
They're himbos.
They're so
bimbos.
kind.
They're just
They're just
you know,
hanging
they're
out.
vibing.
They're like
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Exactly.
That's a thing. That's a real like Forrest Gump is a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think the smarter you are, the more capable you are of doing like bad things. That's why all villains are like really geniuses.
And
you
I
know?
think the smarter you are, generally the sadder you are sometimes.
yeah,
Because you know how like smart
Rick and
people
Morty
like to
talked
get
into that, yeah.
yeah, they like to get into their own head and they're just like philosophizing
Yeah.
about how terrible the world is and how terrible they are. And they just turn into cynics and nihilists.
I think you might be a little hungry because you said falafel sizing instead of philosophizing. What's the word?
Yeah,
that's what you said.
philosophizing? Philosophizing.
Philosophizing. Is that a word?
Philosophizing.
It sounds so fake.
Can we Google it?
So, philosophy is a word. 100%.
Yeah, and I was like philosophizing.
Yeah, but you said falafelfizing, which is really funny.
Falafels are great,
Wait.
bro.
How do you spell philosophizing? To do that, you'll need to turn off airplane. Okay, I guess not.
What are you
Right.
making for iftar today?
I'm gonna look at the same old rice and meat. Is philosophizing a word?
You could have just looked up philosophizing.
No, but I
If it is, I'm the coolest person ever.
you are. I just find it funny that you said falafel. So philosophizing is a word.
It's such a cool word,
It
right?
sounds so fake though.
Hey,
How is this a
I was
word?
just sitting the other day and I was philosophizing my
existence. That's crazy. That philosophy. Okay. Let's stop.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah, with that word, too much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, how hungry do you think you get? Like, I think in Ramadan, I think about food way more often.
100%.
Like,
I was thinking about food now that you mentioned falafels, I'm like, okay, falafel, shawarma. Oh, I'm so excited to have shawarma when I go back to Saudi.
Yeah.
But I'm also less excited than I usually am. Like, now that I've been eating healthy, I think I'm now falling into because lately I've actually been starting cooking.
Yes.
And to be fair, I'm really boring. All I'm cooking is rice and chicken with
saying.
veggies.
That's all you need.
But my body's like kind of liking it and getting addicted to it.
My body loves what I eat, by the way.
Like,
My
I've
mouth
just
doesn't.
I've had rice and chicken for the past week and almost week and a half. And I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Like,
rice and chicken.
I stopped craving.
And I'm saving so much money.
Yeah. So my mind financially is happy and my body is happy.
Yeah, like right now, if I saw a shawarma in front of me, I can't believe I'm saying this, old Hussain, fat Hussain. I don't think I would be enticed. Like right now, obviously I'm fasting. But like, you know what I mean? Like if I had the
we make
bowl.
homemade shawarmas at home, so, and it's like better than any other shawarma. So.
But what I'm saying is, if I had a bowl of previously, dude, I could finish like 22 pieces. Arabas. Really am, dude. My brain is going haywire.
It's this fasting.
It's a fasting.
We're breaking down.
We're breaking down,
while
guys.
fasting is actually very interesting.
Podcasting while fasting and philosophizing and I try to make a tongue twister.
Yeah, just continue this.
Okay, just stop. Yeah, that's what I'm
What
not
were you
saying.
saying?
I was saying I could finish 2 shawarma Arabis, like 22 pieces, easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, down it with the fries. But right now, my body's craving healthy food.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if camera people you can tell, but I've lost a lot of weight.
You
dude.
definitely have. I can
Like,
tell.
I'm
Camera
thinning
people,
out.
If you can't see it, you're lying to yourself.
And you're lame. I'm excited to maybe
Just
post.
judging people for not seeing you how you want to be seen.
Yeah, I'm a narcissist, dude. Look at me. No. I'm excited to kind of show a before/after once I'm done with the program in France.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. 9 months of you just steadily losing weight for
Just
sure.
fasting and
Yeah.
just seeing like how a person can transform.
I think Ramadan definitely been helping you, know?
Oh, 1,000%, dude. Like your intermittent fasting.
Can you explain that to me? Because I don't think that's a thing.
Okay.
Is it not? So I just want to explain what I thought it was. Because every time someone's like intermittent fasting or whatever, is it not just you eat as many calories as you need and then it doesn't matter whether... So for example, let's say to gain weight, I need 3,000 calories. Whether I eat 1,000 throughout the day or I eat 3,000 in one sitting, am I not going to gain weight?
You will gain weight.
Okay, so what is intermittent fasting?
Intermittent fasting has nothing to do with the amount of calories that you... It doesn't have... So generally speaking, when you intermittent fast,
Yes.
you go for a set amount of time. Usually it's 6 to 8 hours minimum of not eating.
Not eating, so you can drink water. So it's
You
not
can
like,
drink water, you can have coffee,
Okay.
you can have tea, as long as it doesn't have calories or it's food. So basically,
Coffee doesn't have calories?
no. Yeah, coffee doesn't have calories.
That's so-
like black coffee.
So like not a Starbucks coffee.
No,
Like,
no.
yeah.
No. I mean,
It
I guess
has-
technically you could, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
if you
okay.
want to intermittent fast, the real way to do it is just coffee.
And what does this?
Black coffee.
How does this benefit you? Is what I- is
So
what my main-
because you're narrowing down the window that you can consume calories, generally speaking, you're going to consume less calories and be in a calorie deficit. So let's say
okay.
for me to cut, I need to be at 1,600 calories, which is currently what I'm aiming for. To do 1,600 calories, it's way easier for
In
me to
8
do that in a
hours.
4 hour,
Yeah,
6
in a
hour
4
window
yeah, whether-
than to
rather
have
than-
24 hours. So let's say you sleep 8
Exactly.
hours, you have 16 hours to eat. If you fast for 8 of those hours, you only have 8 hours.
8 hours to finish your
Yeah,
food.
and plus,
That
you
makes
notice
so
this
much
in
more sense,
Ramadan,
yeah.
your stomach kind of
So
shrinks.
I'll never benefit from this bulking.
No.
Okay.
No, people who are generally people who do intermittent fasting either do
I
it
thought
for the
it's-
health
yeah.
benefits or to lose weight.
I thought it benefited
And for
like,
me,
metabolism
it's
or something.
very, very effective. And the other thing with intermittent fasting, dude, my focus just goes crazy. Anyone who's done intermittent,
But you
dude.
seem less focused during fasting.
Well, that's just because I don't drink water.
Oh, so no water, no coffee. So your brain's literally off.
But,
Okay.
But Hussein on no breakfast and then a coffee, and then like 10 hours in, like midday, I'm cooking, bro.
I've never tried that. I don't
Because
think.
that's why people fast. Back in like the Kung Fu days. Why did I just say that?
Kung Fu days
I
is
say-
crazy.
I say the wildest thing, yeah.
Kung Fu days. Please clip this.
Oh, kung fu.
And
I say it in the most. I say things with utter confidence.
Yeah, that was full confidence. I love that.
Back in the kung fu days, monks.
Yes.
They just fast because they're like all thinking and meditating.
Monks are the coolest humans on the planet. I want to put that out.
They are, dude.
They're so cool,
bro. Not to be disrespectful to any like Buddhist, but all they do is just breathe, bro. It's sick.
Yeah.
They breathe and meditate. They just exist. All day. They just breathe, and they're find enlightenment through that. Nirvana. Heck yeah.
They're just vibing. They're just there.
Dude, kung fu is also the coolest martial art. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't work.
Does it not?
It doesn't work.
Because Kung Fu Panda would say otherwise.
If kung fu worked, everyone in MMA would be training kung fu.
Yeah.
But
but there are a bunch of martial arts that work, but people like doing different things.
There's never been a kung fu champ in the history of the UFC.
Ever? Oh, that sucks.
And also in all the like kickboxing championships like Glory, it's never kung fu.
But kickboxing is kickboxing, no? Why would you do kung fu?
Well, kung fu is strikes.
Yeah.
Kung fu is a striking martial art. It looks cool though.
It does.
I feel like I'd want to learn kung fu just to do it in movies.
Yeah.
Like because I realized that, like, yes, I am an amateur Muay Thai fighter. I'd say I'm intermediate to advanced, but that doesn't really look cool on camera. You
It's
know?
just you punching and kicking.
It's just you punch. Yeah. It's effective in real life.
Oh,
you can murder people, knock people out, break their ribs.
The style points are definitely like
cool.
kung fu, karate.
The spins of kung fu, the jumps, the sweeps.
Oh yeah, I watch Baki. And
the
Baki,
sounds.
I watch Baki, which is a martial arts anime.
Yeah.
And so there's a character called Retsu. Okay, I almost forgot his name. Yeah. And he's a Chinese fighter who studies kung fu. He is the coolest fighter.
Yeah.
And it's very effective in the anime, but I'm pretty sure in real life it wouldn't be the same.
I'm sure it does help, to be fair. Like, no, listen, don't get me wrong. When I say, because people might get offended. People who practice kung fu, I'm sure kung fu works on the average untrained human being.
Oh, definitely.
But if a kung fu dude went against me, I'm sorry, dude. Because I can put him in a clinch, bro. Yeah. He's not going to know what to do. Yeah. I'm going to just clinch him and knee him.
I think if you can do what Retsu does in the anime, you'll be a good fighter. I don't know if that's kung fu or that's unrealistic.
What does he do in the
I don't
anime?
know. I can't even remember like his fighting moves, but
No. To be fair, like now that I'm thinking of it, like a dude who's like there are no belts in kung fu.
He carved a boulder with his hands.
So he just took a mountain, like a big rock.
Like he took a giant rock and made it a sphere.
And just punched it.
Yeah, punched it until it was a perfect sphere.
Yeah, that checks out. Steve from Minecraft would agree. He's like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, which is really funny.
Yeah. But I really do think a kung fu guy, because he'd have more than likely a chance. Any martial arts, dude. I've been like judo thrown by a guy who does judo.
I think you could do drunken fist and you'd still be.
I think that's a division of kung fu.
Is it a division of kung fu? I thought it was like its own martial arts.
That's Jackie Chan's thing, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, because that's like what Police Story is about. I've been watching a lot of action movies, but I want to watch that.
Have you seen? I don't want to cut you off. I just want to yes or no.
Yeah, no, it's
Have you seen Rush Hour?
Yeah, of course. As a kid. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I might have to reach over. I mean, that's what made Jackie Chan.
Yeah, and
him and not Eddie Murphy.
No, definitely.
Chris. No, who's the other black fella who plays across?
Yeah.
Can you look him up? Just look up.
Cast of Rush Hour. That'll be the second name. Chris Tucker. That's his name. Sorry,
what happened to him? He just
disappeared.
No.
You know, Jackie Chan didn't know how to speak fluent English when he did the Rush Hour. And so there's a couple of bloopers where he says stuff like incorrectly, where there's a part where he holds a gun and he says cheese, and they're like, they cut because it's freeze, not cheese.
Wow. That is incredible.
Hilarious.
And to go from that to winning an Oscar.
Oh yeah. After 300 movies, by the way, which is insane.
300
He got an Oscar
movies.
after his 300th movie.
Do you know what he won the Oscar for?
No.
Was it for best supporting actor?
I have no idea. I will not.
Can we look it up?
Okay. I love how half of our podcast is us looking stuff up.
Yeah.
How... Oh.
And it's always Siri, too.
Yeah.
Just Oscar.
What was Jackie Chan's Oscar? Should pop up. Jackie Chan Oscar Academy 2016 has received an honorary Oscar.
Oh, it's an honorary Oscar.
Is it? Honorary Oscar winner, yeah.
Still, it's kind of cool. He deserves it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like he won it for best supporting, but still.
Yeah.
He's Jackie Chan.
He's Jackie Chan.
Come on.
He's one of the most known actors, if anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've met someone who doesn't know Jackie Chan.
Worldwide.
You know.
I think so okay. So like most popular worldwide series, we'll end the podcast with this. Most world-known movie stars.
The
Dude,
Rock.
The Rock.
For sure.
Okay, Jackie Chan, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the highest grossing.
Yeah, Leonardo
movie
DiCaprio,
star.
obviously.
No, I wouldn't put DiCaprio there.
Everybody.
I think
knows
if you went to a
DiCaprio.
village in India, rural India,
They wouldn't know any of those names.
yes, they would. They would. They know Jackie Chan.
Rural India.
Yeah.
A village.
They would. They have Bollywood there. They go to theaters.
I think they know DiCaprio.
I don't
Who
think
hasn't
they-
seen the Titanic, bro? Everybody knows the Titanic.
My uncle. I see. Here's the thing. I'd give you think about traditional Saudis.
Okay.
People who don't know how to speak English, who don't really watch movies. If you went to them and said, "Do you know who Jackie Chan is?" They know who Jackie Chan is.
They know Jackie Chan.
Do you?
I don't think they know Tom Cruise.
Do you know
then.
Tom?
I don't think they know Tom Cruise.
I think they know
I
Tom
think-
Cruise. You didn't know Tom Cruise.
I did. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise and Leonardo DiCaprio are on the same level. When
I
it
would
comes to
disagree,
when it comes
man.
to
I
when it comes to
Numbers
to
wise?
fame to popularity.
But that's what fame is, because, bro, Tom Cruise, and when I watched that YouTube video I told you about, like this 20-minute video, he's literally driven more worldwide. He grosses more than he grosses in America. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Which is great. I mean, I guess the world is bigger than America.
Yeah.
But the fact that he is driving, like with Top Gun Maverick, not the new one, the old one, Top Gun, man, people all over the world in the 80s went to go watch Top Gun. And they
Yeah.
knew who Tom Cruise
It's a
was.
good movie.
But at that time, I don't think people knew who DiCaprio was.
But the Titanic. I think the Titanic alone.
I think if they see his face, sure.
Yeah, maybe.
But
From
name
alone,
wise. But like Tom Cruise,
don't-
you say Tom Cruise,
yeah.
and you imagine the
maybe
action
maybe
stuff.
you might be right. Who else?
So okay, we got.
So The Rock for sure. I feel.
But
like,
The Rock is only recent, by the way.
But I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking
Like,
right now. If you ask people, they'll know
Our
The Rock.
generation, our parents' generation, The Rock. But
Yeah.
before that, they wouldn't know.
My grandpa knows The Rock.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay,
But yeah.
Who else?
I think those are it.
those are like Kevin Hart, probably. He's reached that stage now.
I don't think he's as big as The Rock, Kevin Hart.
Hmm.
He's definitely up. He's famous.
But he's definitely the most world famous comedian. Like he'll
Is there
sell
not
out
the other-
arenas.
The other one that you were talking about.
Joe Rogan? Or
No, the black comedian
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy. Is he not more famous than Kevin
I
Hart?
think Kevin Hart sold out more in terms
Oh,
of like
I'm
because
asking,
you know
I'm not-
Kevin
I'm
Hart
calling you a
does like a world.
Like I'm not falsifying what you're saying. Is what I mean.
I might be incorrect, but for me, what I've seen, at least in the past 10, 20 years, no one has matched Kevin Hart in the amount of shows that he's done worldwide.
Yeah.
Man, he sells out stadiums. Bro.
Yeah.
Stadiums as a comedian, which is crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like imagine being in a 50,000 person stadium where they play soccer, where they play
Yeah.
the World Cup.
Yeah, and you're just there.
And
telling
there's
jokes.
just a man telling jokes
In the middle.
In the
That's it.
middle.
That's actually hilarious.
It's amazing.
It's cool.
It's literally really
Yeah.
cool.
Who else? I don't know. I can't think of any like no names are popping in my mind.
Maybe like Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone,
Sylvester
definitely
Stallone, maybe.
with
I
Rocky.
don't know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Arnold, yeah, for sure.
Arnold is
Arnold,
up there.
yeah.
How did we forget? Sorry, Arnold.
But I don't think like if we're thinking like rural
Come on, the
India, I
Terminator.
don't think people.
I'll
would
be
know.
back. If they saw him, they'd probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that goes for a lot of actors. Like if they see him.
But
they'll
in
know.
Europe, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
Arnold.
yeah.
Arnold.
He is
Arnold.
European, is he not?
I will
Is he
close
Austrian?
with my Arnold
Is he
impression.
Austrian? Or-
Yes, I'm from Austria. We haven't done impressions on the show. We must do them.
Yeah.
It's not great. Ah.
He sounded like Arnold if he was like.
Arnold, back in the day.
No, like if he was younger, maybe. Yeah.
He was younger.
Like I'm talking like 16-year-old.
How many Olympias have I won?
5?
5 Olympias. That's actually whoa.
That's insane.
No, but wait. Now that I'm thinking that Chris Bumstead.
Is on the level of Arnold.
No,
Yeah.
no. I refuse to believe that.
I don't. Chris Bumstead's amazing.
Chris Bumstead is amazing. I love him, and but he also won Classic Physique, which has only been around for 5 years.
Wait, who are we talking about now?
Chris Bumstead versus Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What did Arnold win?
The Olympia. There was only one Olympia.
Oh, okay.
Back
okay,
then, there
okay.
was no classic
Yeah.
and men's physique and class like
Yeah, you're right. You're
yeah,
absolutely
no
right.
men's physique classic and then the open. It was always just the open,
Yeah, you're right.
which is like really cool. Honestly, like the fact that Chris Bumstead, it's only been around for 7 years and he's won 5 or 6 of them. That's sick. Like literally
5.
since 5 of them.
He's winning his
I'm
6th
saying
one,
he's
so
winning 6.
inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
I really want him to end it on a win and then just retire.
I would be
Because
very
if
happy
he
for him.
loses this year and then retires,
I would be.
Obviously, he's still fakham. He's still, by fakham, I mean, he's still badass, you know? But it's just, how cool would it be to, like, khalas, I won my 6.
It would suck for him to lose. It would, like, he should go out on top the way Habib went out on top.
Yeah.
30-0, salam alaikum. 29-0.
At worst, he'll get second, I know. But, like...
I can't imagine it, though.
I can't imagine.
Chris Boomstead.
I cannot imagine Chris getting second place. I'm sorry.
Even though Roman Damone,
I think.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's his last name.
Just in case.
Ramon, he's an incredible body.
He's insane. He has the coolest forearms I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. And the even upper body. I think he lost just to the legs of...
Oh, Chris's legs?
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We're 9 minutes over. We've been going over, but...
We keep going over every year.
You're just trusting me, and I just like...
Yeah, I truly do trust you. I need to start timing
All right,
myself.
you guys. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave suggestions for what you want. We're fasting. I'm so sorry. Leave suggestions for what you want us to talk about next week. Hopefully, we'll have a guest next week. Inshallah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for it.
Yes. So
Expect
stay tuned.
it on Monday, inshallah.
And thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.